Hi Leo, this is Readings of Luz, and I am super excited for you to be here. This is your reading for January 2022. Before we get started, I do have to let you know that I do not judge you, that the messages that I am channeling are truth, balance, and peace, but I am also listening to learn as well. These are the cards that we got for you after I cleansed my space and rang my bowl to get started. Beautiful artwork, beautiful messages, and I am super excited for you to learn and grow with me and the rest of us here at Readings of Luz for the rest of the year. Thank you. Hi Leos, thank you for being here. These are your messages for January and a general for 2022. I can't wait to continue reading for you throughout the year, to grow with you and to watch you grow. We are going to start off with the Dark Mirror Oracle deck. I highly recommend you to drink something. I have my turmeric and ginger homemade water here. Dark Mirror deck. We all have a shadow. We all have a darkness within us. We all have Sith within us, right? So what shadow is clinging on to you at the moment? Whatever is taking a lot of your energy is what we should put our focus on and help each other heal, help you heal. So we need a card here for Leo 2022. A shadow here for Leo. We got the number 2. The temple of my body. Also, the number 2, now that I think about it, is like a union of some sort, a scale of some sort. And I think, you're imbalanced, in other words. Whenever you start feeling this feeling, you become imbalanced. So let's see what it is. The stage you might be finding yourself in, Leo, with this card is depression. I feel I am not worth enough. This card is about the darkness in the body. Culture can make us take distance from what is our corporality. So many religions and customs, for instance, demonize sex in different ways, lacing it with guilt, as an assassin could lace food with poison. On the other side, we are collaborators in cheapening our body, hiding it, being ashamed by it, selling it, giving it away for nothing. It happens when we accept an abusive relationship, when we refuse to respect the body of another, or more simply, when we do things like being too lazy to eat healthy. Our body is a temple. It cannot be defiled. We can take a shower, raise our chin, feel proud. It's our body, ours. Think about the definition temple. I think just the word temple makes me feel of not only a zen, safe space for you to heal, but it's also alive, this temple. We're talking about your body. It's not just like a place or like a frequency. It's literally your body, your flesh. It's alive. And it knows everything about you because it is you. And sometimes we can look at our body as if it were, in the eyes of society, in the eyes of an ex, in the eyes of abusive people that have hurt us. This is completely normal. This isn't to say that, that you have a problem, This is definitely an issue if you continue to feed it, or whenever it pops up, you're not confronting it, or you're just throwing fuel on the fire by going, yeah, you're right. I'm right, yeah. I just say no, that's not right. Like I said, this is a shadow that is real, and whenever you start feeling depressed, that's the conversation that you might be finding yourself having with this feeling of depression. And that can lead to anger, that can lead to resentment towards yourself, towards others. Now, we're going to move on with the Lemurian deck. The Lemurians are love and light beings. we wouldn't know what that looks like. Izzy, the creator and the artist of the oracle, she channels them and she paints. So she created this deck, and we're gonna see what the Lemurians have to tell us to help us be able to see it in a new way. Not taking our health, our physical health, most importantly our physical health, but we're not taking it as seriously as we should. The new year is here, so I think it's a perfect time, along with the rest of us, because I've been reading for all the signs, Leo, and I can assure you, you're not the only one that's feeling this shedding, this feeling of just wanting to shed and start anew. I think you should really go after it. But let's see what the Lemurians have to tell you. We got reclaim your energy for Leo. As in you're in the middle of reclaiming your energy, that means maybe cutting people off completely or demanding more from people, because you've realized that after reclaiming your energy that, you know what, I think I'm worth a little bit more. I deserve more. It's not because I'm being greedy or prideful. I've just realized after loving myself, because reclaiming your energy means loving yourself. That means taking your health seriously, looking at your body and really, really seeing it for what it is. It's literally a machine, your temple, and a machine, an antenna to connect to the universe with your inner thoughts and your inner emotions, but also a machine who lives here and experiences life. How beautiful. People might be very quick to dismiss or even worse, judge you for reclaiming your energy, but pay no mind, especially to the ones that are going to judge you. If people are just going to dismiss you like, oh cool, and not feel the belief that you're carrying of starting new, of seeing yourself in a whole new way, or even yourself, like let's say there's no one in your life, this darkness of yours can get in the way and start talking to you, giving you these thoughts, bully yourself, criticize yourself, to where, why should you take your health seriously? Why? Look at you. Like that type of darkness. But the Lemurians are telling you, hey Leo, I know it seems very chaotic, or it seems like it may seem a little overwhelming to have to start anew, and then on top of that, knowing the ruckus that may bring. It's like you're gonna feel better after reclaiming your energy than staying in that stage of depression and thinking, well, I'm not going to stand up to that because I don't believe that. The moment you stand up for it, the moment you stand up to it, you're manifesting that belief within you. And then you'll always look back and see how you handled that. How did you handle reclaiming your energy? There's a spectrum within that. Now let's get a life purpose oracle deck. These are from the life purpose angels. Yes, angels. So they are in that frequency of the Lemurians. And they're going to give us a hobby or something to focus on here on this earth to guide us towards the right path. Ooh, one fell out. We got artist. That's beautiful. Engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. Now, it doesn't mean you have to be an artist and you have to paint, because when I think of artists, the first thing I think about is paint, but I know that that's not all what an artist means. Artist means getting yourself in that creative frequency, in that creative wave, and when I see people in that creative wave, it makes me feel like they're literally gods. They're just like vibrating and projecting this aura that is true to them. And what does that creative force look like to you? If it's your work now, then great. Maybe incorporate more like different perspectives in your workplace, like creating new ways of doing different things, or creating new ways in your workspace, creating yourself differently with your wardrobe and your lifestyle along with work. It can also mean literally artistry, where you're creating with video, photography, dance, music, art, with different mediums. But it's super beneficial for you right now. Super beneficial for you. The angels are telling you, hey, in order to truly channel that feeling of like, I got me, and this is a lot, Leo. This is a lot. This is a little overwhelming. I'm not gonna lie, because it's so beautiful, the transformation that you're going through. And it can go either way this year. It can. It depends on the conversation within you. The angels and the Lemurians love and light aspect of the universe is telling you, pick up your crown, put it back on you. Pick up your crown and put it back on you. And have that crown be aligned with everything about you, and every single chakra, everything about you up until your roots of who you are here with the ego. Because Leo, people call Leos really egotistical, but I don't think it necessarily always has to be in a bad way. In tropical, I'm a Leo, so I completely understand this, but I think we're not egotistical, we're just really here in the moment. We're here in the moment all the time. And we see so much in the moment. We see so much potential in the moment, and people might think, oh, that's all you care about. But really, that's no, that's not all I care about. That's not all you care about. The universe is telling you, you have so many talents and so many gifts to give the universe, that right now is the perfect time to explore those, practice those, get to know those. And that can be anything. That can also be health, because I think health is a big thing here this year. We have to take care of ourselves with our health. I've had a headache for the past 2 days. That's not healthy. So I've been like, today I made myself a water. I'm like, no. Instead of telling myself I have a headache, I'm getting sick or whatever, I'm downloading a lot of information. I need to heal. Do you see that different conversation, that different perspective? Instead of talking to myself in a negative way, stating the fact, sure. It's like I'm also stating the fact, but in a positive perspective. I'm just downloading a lot of information. I've been doing videos for the past week, and it's a lot, it is, but I love it, and I'm here for it, and I want to keep doing it. I have to take care of myself too, maybe I didn't hydrate enough. Maybe I need to get more sleep. Maybe, because as a Leo, we can have that fuel and that passion, and I feel like you've been having that a lot, and you're going to have it a lot this year, where if you've struggled with regaining this energy to drive you, to motivate you to get shit done and to see the world in a different way, it's because of the depression. But I think this year, you're finally going to be like, hey, depression, I know you're there, and I know you're going to be there. Talking to me, possibly talking shit, possibly just trying to feel sad. Just feel sad. I'm just so sad. Feel bad for me, Leo, even though I am you, because the depression is within you, Leo. Now to the actual reading of 2022 January. I want you to imagine a room with a table, and on one side is you sitting here and now, and on the other side facing you is a person, place, or thing, a noun. And this noun, you can think of one noun. If you can't think of one, take this reading as you. Take it as if you know, you're going to have one aspect of you speak to another aspect of you. It doesn't have to be even you. It can be a place, like I said, play with it. Now, if you can't think of anything, but as you're listening, you start thinking about something as, you know, the messages start coming through, then that's what it is for you. Take whatever resonates, you know, and let go whatever doesn't. So the first card we got for you is the World. Beautiful. If you see the number on the top, that's 11. My life path number is 11, and they say that synchronized numbers you're not supposed to add up, you know, that they just are supposed to stay. So if it's 44, 33, whatever it may be, it's supposed to stay that way. So that's weird. See, you're not the only one listening. I'm listening too. The World card has a few solid foundations here, and they're surrounded by clouds. And then this human, doesn't have to be a female, human in the middle of this, what makes me feel like protected life force, this constant life force that is alive, that is constantly blooming and can bloom anything depending on you, because you're within it. But you know, outside of your life force, we can call it vortex. Abraham Esther Hicks calls this a vortex, your energy field, where you literally have your manifestations floating around you. You know, it's up to you to channel them or whatnot. You have everything floating in your vortex, everything about you. But you have someone, and it doesn't even have to be anyone. I think you've gained a lot of knowledge because of life. You've learned how to listen. You've learned how to see. You've learned how to see life. You've learned how to look at yourself and really look at yourself. You've learned how to work and keep up a good routine enough to start building something for yourself. And you have the bravery and the strength and the fierceness to do it all. You know, that energy, that drive, that creative force that I was talking about. You struggle with this conversation a few times, but that's okay. We're not focusing on what we're struggling, but I see it and I understand you. That sometimes it's hard. It's hard though, because sometimes our vortex can feel a little empty. It might feel like something is missing. It might feel, or even worse, it might feel like it's wrong. Like it's not right. It's not supposed to be like this. And why? Is it because of those things that you've learned that we talked about? The being able to see things and think about things in a new way. Is it because of those things? Is it because of the way you're looking at yourself? Is it because of how you're working? Is it because of your creative force? You know, you have to have that conversation with yourself. And I'm really glad we're here talking about this, because yeah. Why is the world here for you here and now? Apart from knowing all the good, why is there still that little mini conversation going on in the background of doubt, of fear, of paranoia, of laziness sometimes, like just not wanting to do anything, being drained? Wow. Look at that. Trust. Because you're not trusting in yourself, you're not trusting in your heart. We're talking about the love aspect of you and having to be in that, trying to strengthen that so that the depression and the negative part of you weakens. It's always going to be there, sure, but it can be weak. We can weaken it. And it's like, trust yourself that you got you. That you can focus on the good aspects of you because you are safe within your temple, because you love you. Let's move on to the noun. A noun here for Leo in noun. Person, place, or thing here for Leo January 2022. We got the Fool reversed. But we don't take reversals, just like the world. The world was reversed, but we didn't take that, right? We just knew that there was a struggle with that. And just like this, we won't take it, but we know there's a little struggle in it too. Whatever this may be, okay? I don't know if this is whatever this is, it's giving me the energy of, I'm scared to start new. I don't believe in myself. Every time I try to believe in myself, I fail. I'm a failure. But then having the conversation of, you know what, I'm innocent and I'm pure. And I believe in love and I believe in light and I'm gonna go after what I wanna go after. And when you're in that frequency, you move so much further within your life compared to when you keep yourself stuck. Because I don't think when you're in that negative headspace, I don't think you're walking backwards. I think you've gotten to the point of taking care of yourself enough to, yeah, your negativity is still there, but it's not completely paralyzing you to where your life is horrible. You're in the streets, you know? And even if it was like that, you know, then it is, you know, because there's extremes in everything. But I feel like most of you are not going through that. Most of you are dealing with this conversation of, yeah, I want to start new. I believe in it. And who cares what people say? Let's just go in on this. And then completely being consumed by fear, doubt, lack of faith, lack of trust. So I want to say it's because of the lack of trust, but I think it's bigger than that. Apart from the lack of trust, it's like when we have a blank page, as an artist, when we have a blank page, so much goes within our minds. And it can go either north or south. It's like, whoa, oh my gosh, I can fill this page with so many things. Or just kind of dabble, just like about to, no, I got, never mind, erase. You know, like having that conversation. Why is that? Why is that here? We got integration. I want to say this card is temperance, but let me go check real quick. Yeah, it is temperance. I always doubt myself. I don't always doubt myself. I am learning to trust myself. Having patience with myself. Believing in my emotions and believing that my emotions is what I'm supposed to be following. No matter what it may look like to anyone else. I have to follow this. And being honest with myself. You know, people are going to be there to tell you who love you and who really care about you. They're going to be there and they're going to tell you things that they think are going to help you out. Forgive them, have patience with them, understand them, that they are just loving you. But also just being honest with yourself, no matter what that may look like to others, no matter if people try to help you and try to deter you away from your truth because they're trying to help you. People don't know you as well as you know you. And if some people do, because, you know, I think love is that amazing, where if you unconditionally love someone, it doesn't matter what they do. You're just going to accept them and support them. Of course, taking care of yourself at the same time, but accepting them and wishing them good. That's unconditional love. So now that we know where both of these energies are, what happens when both of these energies come together? The energy of feeling like, I have it all, and I just want to share it. I want to explore with it. I just feel so complete, and I want to share that. I feel so whole. I want to share that. And then that other aspect of, I want to share too. I want to start new beginnings. I want to share. But what do I know? Or I don't know. I don't think that's gonna happen for me. I don't think anything good is gonna happen for me. Maybe not. Why? Because of that lingering voice telling you, like, no, you're wasting time. You're wasting time daydreaming about this stuff when you should be getting stuff done. It's like, no, you're not. Nothing, especially when you're growing and you're learning to get to know yourself, that is not a waste of time. So what does a conversation look like? We got the 7, the 8 of cups. This man has already walked away from what seems like so much. What seems like so much, it hurts. It's like, why do I feel like this hurts so much to walk away from this? We're gonna pull out a card. Consciousness, and this is a sword energy, so all about the mind, all about thoughts and communication and intelligence, spirituality, the subconscious and the conscious. More conscious though, I'd say, because yeah, it is more of that chatter, that mind chatter, but also the subconscious can be that too, with dreams and stuff. But if you see, this man is walking away, but he's not looking back. He's not. He's in pain, but it seems like the more he walks away, the more he understands why he walked away. The moon is looking at him and it's telling him, I know it hurts. I know it hurts, because the moon is all about emotion. The moon rules Cancer. Cancer is all about emotion, water. And this is a water card, cups. So it's like your emotions for both of these aspects is, we've just walked away from so much. There's so much that we've had to walk away from, let go, shed. The emotional body is like, I know. But no one forced you to do anything that you don't want to do. If anything, you were so fed up with how things were, you just knew you had to walk away from some things that just weren't serving you anymore. That is all because of literally the downloads of awareness within you. Once you know, you can't unknow something you learn. You can't unknow it unless it's just really super, insignificant, and you can let it go. But even then, if the conversation ever pops up one day, you just pull up the file and it's there. That's how powerful the mind is. And the universe is saying, okay, we get it. We get that it's almost like a wish came true. We had to let go. A wish that we once had is now gone. And that hurts. That hurts, because it's not like if it's gone because it left, it's gone because you let it go. Why? Because you're not the same person. With all that you've learned, with all the conversations that you've been having within yourself as you've been growing and evolving, it's like once you're a caterpillar and you turn into a butterfly, you're a butterfly crying because of the caterpillar that you once were. And the life you had as a caterpillar, the friends, the relation, But you're a butterfly now. Fly, and you know that. But it's like you keep coming back to where the cocoon was. And then, what's some good advice here for Leo? Advice on this whole energy, on this whole situation. We got 3 cards? Yeah. We got the 2 of Wands, 2 again. So we got the 2 and the 2. So the advice is, okay, you have the light and the dark, and obviously the dark is winning with that mind chatter. It's winning. Why? Because you get depressed. Because you can get lazy. Because you can get unmotivated. Because you can be your own bully. Because you can look at yourself in the mirror and be your own worst critic. Because sometimes life is just so bland that we can go crazy and feel like we just want to shut it all off. Very dark energy with this the temple of my body. But the universe is saying, look, you can hold on to that light conversation and imagine what you want your world to look like, as that dark part of you just sits back and witnesses. Because you're channeling this. You are, and you know, wands is that creative force. So this man is in touch with his creative force while imagining what he wants his world to look like. So what does that look like for you? Is it going to the gym? Is it cooking? Is it being more active with anything that you love? Just being more out there, letting that motivational and that creative force drive you to do anything, to hang out with that friend, no matter what it may be. Being in that creative force and having that depression just be like, if anything, that depression is going to motivate you, because it's going to be there and it's going to be like right behind your ear. You're going to be like, you shouldn't be doing this. Why are you doing this? And you're just like, but I'm doing it. And you know what happens right after that? This. Look at that. 9. When I think of the number 9, it makes me think of the peak of a story. Nikola Tesla said the answers of the mysteries of the universe are in the numbers 3, 6, 9. So when I think of 3, 6, 9 like a trinity, I think of beginning, middle, and end. Body, mind, and soul. Heart, mind, and soul. So 9, and with the 9 of Pentacles. Pentacles is all about money, routine, relationships, materialism, not emotions, not thoughts, materialism. And sure, with thoughts and emotions, but it's like, it's time to relish and dive into all the goodness that you have around you. And you see this person has a bird on their hand. And they're protected. They have a glove. And it seems like the bird's head is covered with something, but that can, I mean, I'm not sure if that's exactly what it is, but that's what it's telling me now. And then the snail on the floor. The snail is letting me know, hey, slow down. You might think you are like this bird because this bird is always there learning. Birds are all about air and swords, so it's all about that air quality, like I said. This energy is giving me, the bird is giving me this type of energy. And just constantly shedding, because there's constantly being knowledge being downloaded. It's saying, like, when it comes up to routines, work, relationships, actual actions here, and career, and like literally anything around you, you just take your time in dissecting it all and experiencing it all and learning it all, and you know, having that conversation within you with it all. Take your time with that. That's a lot, and there's so much to be grateful and thankful for. So why rush if there's so much to be thankful? Like, relish in it. Relish in it. And then we got the Queen of Cups. How to relish it would be this. You see this queen, she's looking at her past, and she's holding on to a cup. And she's sitting on a throne. She has her dress, what seems like connected to the ocean. She is clothed with the ocean. An ocean is all about emotions. So it's like, instead of thinking so much about life and how you're feeling and how everything is, try to naturally just experience life here in the moment. Instead of focusing on how you're thinking, focusing on how you're feeling. How am I feeling right now? You're thinking and you're learning while you're doing that, so don't worry about not learning enough if you're focusing on your emotions. If anything, it's just going to boost you to where you need to be and who you need to be to make yourself happy and to stop feeding this depression. Leo, know that you are loved, and I cannot wait to talk to you again. If not by the end of this month, early next month. But like I said, I really can't wait to grow with you and see where this year takes us. I love you. You are loved.